Hello, John Peak here with your tip of the week. Today I want to talk to you about galvanized sheet metal. Many times I go on to job sites and I see paint that's been applied to galvanized sheet metal that's failed pretty badly. It's coming off in sheets, and there's a reason for that. When galvanized sheet metal is manufactured, they put a oily film on it to keep it from corroding as it's stored for a long time. So it's important for the painter on the job site to both clean the surface, getting rid of all the oil, and then to etch it. It's a two-step process. Krud Kutter has come out with a new product called Metal Clean and Etch. This does both things. It gets rid of the oil on the surface, and it'll also etch the surface. So the important thing with working with this acid type stuff is that you wear gloves, you have eye protection. What I do is fill a bucket with this material, thinned properly with water, and wipe down the surfaces of the galvanizing, and then rinsing it completely with clean water. That's very important. Once it's dry, within 24 hours, because you don't want this to be left out in the elements, it starts to form a chemical crust that can hurt adhesion. But if you look at this piece here, it's been cut from a larger sheet and I've had the edges bent down. I put this on top of exposed wood beams on houses to shed water off. Now, the important thing to realize here is that these edges are cut, and that's bare steel right there. So it's very important that these cut edges all the way around get primed with a galvanizing compound. This is Rust-Oleum, cold galvanizing compound, and once these are all cleaned up and dry, I'll spray those edges with the cold galvanizing. The next thing to be aware of is that you can't use standard oil-based primer on galvanized. Over time, what happens is a chemical reaction that causes the oil-based primer to react with the galvanizing and causing saponification, which is where I spoke earlier about the sheets of paint coming off. That's what's happening. So you have to use a primer that's appropriate for galvanizing. There are some oil-based primers that are galvanized ready, but it'll say it on the can. Otherwise, use a standard acrylic primer, that works great, and then paint the surface. When I install these, my last point to you all is, and tip of the week, is to use a good oil-based caulk when you're caulking the edge where it meets the house, and when I'm gluing down this onto the wood. I don't like to put screws into it that could allow water in, so I use a good oil-based caulk. This is a clear product called Lexel, so it doesn't mar the painted surface that we're going on to. I also use a product called, what is the name of that stuff? I'll think of it. So, thanks so much, and that's your tip of the week. And the product I was thinking of, the other type of caulk, was Volcom. Have a great day.